Good morning. It is Friday, April 5th, and welcome to this episode of TigerVision News. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kooper.
And TVN starts right now. Congratulations to April Seniors of the Month, Mackenzie Austin and Levi Nance.
FCA and Teens for Christ will be meeting in the old gym today, and Jim Landis will be speaking, so please bring your lunch and join us.
Now, if you'll please join us for a moment of silence.
Would you please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag? Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Dr. Debbie Coy, The Tiger's Den, Garrett Family Funeral Home, Fort Gibson State Bank, Fort Gibson Nursing Home, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center.
The library's March Madness event is finishing out this week. The Final Four have been chosen and are going head-to-head to see which one is Fort Gibson's favorite.
To vote for a book, go to the school website and then to the high school library page and follow the links. Votes for the winner are due today.
Speaking of the library, the high school library will be holding its first high school book fair. It will be April 15th through 19th in the high school library.
You can also access the book fair online through April 10th through the 23rd by going to the link on the high school library webpage, and there will also be open for parent-teacher conferences on April 16th until 7 p.m.
As we've been announcing, prom is finally happening tomorrow. I had the opportunity to sit down with Mrs. Loba and talk a little bit about this traditional event.
As we continue onward into the school year, a huge event looms on the horizon. Some people spend all year saving up for it, while others try to run from it, and they dread it. But no matter what you do, prom arrives all the same. But why? What's the big fuss about this traditional dance event? And why does it drive people to spend nearly $1,000 every year?
I think in American society, prom is kind of a big deal and important because unless you have a bar mitzvah or a bar mitzvah or quinceañera, this is like the only or the first time that you can kind of really dress up. It's kind of a coming of age event and activity. And other than your wedding, it's kind of the only other time that you get to really go big and get dressed up, and it's a big deal. For Gibsons Prom, we have the traditional dancing and we hire a professional DJ, but for the past few years we've also had a photo booth that you can kind of put on some silly props and hats and whatnot with your friends and pose silly, so it's not the stuffy photos. But upstairs, ours is a little bit more unique because I have introduced some games for those that either don't like to dance for hours on end or that need a little bit of a break.
Fort Gibson's Prom is on April 6th at Kilherron's Lodge in Muskogee. So don't be afraid to come on out and join in on a tradition that's older than sliced bread. This is Matthew reporting for TigerVision News.
Wait, so prom is older than sliced bread?
Yep, prom was first mentioned in the 1870s, and sliced bread didn't hit store shelves until 1928.
Wow. I will take that useless information and store it in my brain now. And now let's go to Dallas for this week's Tiger weather.
Today will be partly cloudy, but it will be quite warm with temperatures reaching the upper 70s. This weekend will be just as warm, but areas of rain are likely on Saturday and linger into Sunday. We are hoping to have an afternoon break in the rain on Saturday for those of you taking prom pictures outdoors, but you might want to that have an alternate indoor location in mind for those pictures. Be sure to bring an umbrella handy throughout the weekend just in case. Monday and Tuesday will be sunny with temperatures in the mid-70s to low 80s. Wednesday will reach near 80 again with a slight chance of rain. And then Thursday will be drastically cooler with highs only reaching the mid-50s before dropping off into upper 30s that evening. These temperatures may be subject to change, so be sure to check your local weather daily. We'd like to thank Channel 6 for providing this week's weather graphic, and now a word from one of our sponsors.
Keith Hardware and Supply has been located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma since 1957. We strive to find solutions to your fix and offer a multitude of quality products and services, such as Stihl chainsaws, Yeti coolers, Cub Cadet mowers, Johnsert mowers, case knives, and Big Green Egg grills. In early 2015, Keith Hardware remodeled and added hundreds of new items to better serve their customers. At Keith's Hardware, we're proud supporters of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
For those wanting to take the driver's ed this summer, sign-up forms are in the office.
The $225 fee will need to be paid before the class starts on May 10th.
Cheerleader sign-ups are April 13th. Students who have signed up for cheer need to give each of their teachers a teacher evaluation form. The sign-up sheets and forms are available in the office.
Yearbooks are being sold for $45 from now until April 22nd. So if you haven't purchased a yearbook, then you should probably do so. Now let's swing on over to Alec for this week's Tiger Sports Update.
Hey Tigers, it's been a busy week for our athletes. Monday, our slow pitch team faced Tahlequah and Sallisaw and won both games. Then Tuesday, they played against Muskogee and won 14-6, remaining undefeated. Yesterday, they played Bigsby and Haskell, and at the time of this recording, we did not have the results. Next Tuesday, they will play Sallisaw at 4. Our baseball team played Tahlequah and this past Tuesday and lost 1-0. And are currently participating in the Mickey Mantle Classic tournament through Saturday. Monday, they will play Sperry at home with the first pitch at 4:30 and will participate in the Nike Pro 9 tournament in Owasso for the rest of the week. The Fort Gibson girls track team won a team title in the track meet Tuesday, and Hilldale. Danny Tice won the 100-meter hurdles, while Daniel Johnson was a double winner in throwing events. Zach Anderson was a winner in the 100 hurdles, and Zane Potter gave the Tigers a first-place finish in the discus. There is another track meet happening today at Catoosa. Our soccer team played Westfield Tuesday with girls winning 2-0 and boys winning 9-0. They will be in action again today at Heavener at 5 and 7. The girls golf team will be participating in the Grove tournament and at Patricia Island on Tuesday. The boys golf team will be in action tomorrow against Shakota at Fountainhead Creek, and both teams will be participating in the 4A conference tournament at Mohawk Tulsa on Wednesday. This has been Tiger Sports, and now a word from one of our sponsors.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
TigerVision is in the process of preparing for the next year, and we're looking for a few good people to fill in some of the roles around here.
So if you're interested in the journalism broadcast field, want to write some stories, or even want to anchor behind this shiny desk, well, come on up to our studio in Mrs. Parasoto's room above the Student Union and pick up an application.
The bonus part of this class is that if you take it, with approval of course, it can count as a computer credit for graduation.
Don't be scared. It takes a lot of work, but can be a lot of fun.
Now let's head over to Noah for this week's episode of Riddle Me This.
Schools teach us that intelligence is measured by how well we do on tests, but I'm here to prove that intelligence is measured by how well you perceive a question. This is Riddle Me This.
You ready for a riddle? Sure. Of course. Alright. What has a tongue but can't speak and moves around a lot but doesn't move? What has a tongue but can't speak and moves around a lot but doesn't move? What has a tongue but doesn't walk and moves around a lot but doesn't move?
A snake. An octopus. A shoe.
Yep.
Dang. There you go.
I knew that. That's what I said earlier.
A T-Rex.
What has a tongue but doesn't speak and moves around a lot but doesn't move?
A shoe.
Yes.
You stole that from me.
Humans. People.
A shoe.
A shoe. Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A shoe.
They don't got no tongue?
Yes, it does.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. That's all the time I have for this week. See you next week on TigerVision News.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of TVN. I'm Kooper.
And I'm Matt. See you next week for more TigerVision News.